In Europe, the football season is fever pitch. In the NBA, over in the Atlantic, it's crunch time. Welcome to Sports Maestros TV, and today we are diving headlong into the NBA conference finals. Wale and Radic will be doing justice to that. But before we go on, it's time for you to do your part. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and be sure to leave your comments every time. We're glad to have your feedback. So yes, the Western Conference semi-finals have been concluded.
Yes, and you already have two teams in the finals.
And it's Denver Nuggets against LA Lakers.
Yes, it's going to be a wonderful game. It's going to be a very, very tough game. Knowing Denver Nuggets, they've been consistent from the beginning of the season.
Very true.
The regular season, they were very consistent. As a matter of fact, they were the top team in the Western Conference.
That's true.
And they extended that form into the playoffs and won their first round, second round matches to find themselves in the final. So many people would think they are the favorites. And also considering the fact that Lakers have had a roller coaster ride all through the season. As a matter of fact, many people did not expect Lakers to get to the finals. But here we are, Lakers in the final. Just to tell you, with Lebron, with King James, anything is possible. So for me, I see Denver's qualifying for the finals and winning the Western Conference finals. I'll tell you the reason. The reason is because of Jokic's stats.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, Jokic was the 18th position in number of points made in the regular season.
Okay.
In the assists, he was second in the whole league.
Okay.
Rebound, third in the whole league, or the other way, you know. And it's difficult for you to mark that kind of player out of the game.
But don't forget, Radic, that yes, you are looking at the offense game.
Yes.
And no looking past Denver Nuggets. Especially the contribution of Jokic to the team.
Of course.
But on the flip side, Lakers, they are the best defensive team too.
The fact about this is that this guy has just been exceptional, Jokic. So what I think Lakers will try to do is when they are on the defense, they put more than one person on Jokic.
A lot of people are already saying that the Western Conference matchup is a battle between Jokic and Anthony Davis.
Yes, a healthy Anthony Davis would single-handedly defeat any team in the NBA. But we know him to be this injury-prone player.
But since the playoffs started,
yes,
Anthony Davis, 8 years has been in imperial form.
Yes, he has been in imperial form, but you cannot trust him with injury because we have 7 games in this matchup.
He has gone past 2 rounds of 7 games already.
Yeah, he has gone past 2 rounds of 7 games. What is to say we'll go past the last 7?
But
what I'm saying is with a healthy Anthony James, it's going to be a very, very difficult game for Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets has a team, a well-rounded team that is built around Jokic. But the other players in the squad and the team will play their part to ensure that they get their results.
Okay. But let me hold on with your thoughts a little.
Okay.
Let me take you up there. And that's another thing people mention when you talk about these Western Conference finals. You know, you look at LA Lakers, they seem balanced. There's AD and then there's King James. But on the other side, Nuggets, you mentioned Jokic and the team sheet appears average.
Well, aside from, you've mentioned two players in the
two
exceptional players, if you put it that way, because this guy has not won any individual award yet. Mention worthy. Anthony Davis. He hasn't won any individual. So you can't really put him in that bracket of exceptional.
But he's won championships.
Yeah, he has won championship.
Okay.
You get one championship.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Now, Jokic also has Jamal Murray. Now, if you look at the playoffs, especially looking at the players and the teams left in the playoffs, the team in the Eastern Conference and in the Western Conference, put them together. Jokic is number 1 in terms of stats. Then the next person you are considering is Tatum. After Tatum, the next person is Jamal Murray. Check the stats. The stats are there. So Jokic has a good support in Murray. So the same way you have Anthony Davis and LeBron, it's the same way you also have Jokic and Murray. And believe me, I would go for Jokic and Murray any day, anytime. Because look at it. King James, yes, he's good, but King James is old.
Well, he's got a lot of fuel in his tank.
See, King James is old. Then this other guy can just break down anytime. So you cannot bet your money on him. And you know, the game of basketball has always been about form. And this team has been in form all through. But
Lakers, there have been a resurgence. You know, look at, they took out the second best Memphis Grizzlies.
Yes, I really have to commend them for that, because if you look at it,
they took out last year's champions Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
And your 38-year-old King James has been very phenomenal since the finals.
I think in semi-finals it was just fueled by the rivalry of him and Steph Curry.
But now he can see a 5th championship ahead of him.
He can see it, but he may not be able to touch it.
And then, finally, before we move over to the Eastern Conference, there's this thing a lot of people have said. LA Lakers are the most successful team in NBA.
Sure, no doubt about that.
Denver Nuggets have not even reached the NBA Finals before.
That's the beauty of NBA. The beauty of the NBA is that any team can just come out and win a championship. You know,
so how do you compare 17 titles against 0 title?
It's a matter of form, like I told you. It's not a matter of history. You know, Toronto Raptors, they won in their time. Golden State Warriors won. You know, so LA Lakers won. Milwaukee Bucks, you know how long it took them to win the second? More than 30 years. So it's not about the records. It's not about history. It's about form. And right now, these people are there to win it.
Many people will suggest that current form will push LA Lakers ahead.
Current form, then they've not been working Denver Nuggets, because Denver Nuggets have not been dropping. Like I said, I don't want to keep overflogging the consistency that team has.
All right, Radik. So we'll move on, and then we'll get to the Eastern Coast.
Yeah,
and
my favorite.
Miami Heat
is in the final.
8th place, they almost missed out. They needed a second game in the play-in tournament.
Yes, and they found.
And then the first thing they did, they took out Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, they found their form, and this is what I say about form. To me, I believe it's better to find your form towards the end of the season or at the beginning of the playoffs. Milwaukee's form was the best in both conferences.
In the regular season, yes.
The regular season.
Yes.
At the beginning, they had about 10 matches or 10 wins. At some point, within the middle and the third quarter of the regular season, they had 18 wins, consecutive wins. You know, but when you look at form, a team came in the final part of the play-ins and found their form. And at that point, Milwaukee was losing steam, and that was what sent them packing. And now Miami Heat are in the finals.
Who would you say has been your standout player in Miami since the playoff started?
It's an obvious choice. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler. To me, he's not just to me. He is their main player. The whole team is built around him. Right. They rely on him to get the points for them. And I think it may be the downfall of Miami Heat in that final.
Gabe Vincent has not disappointed.
Yeah, he has not disappointed. But at the end of the day, if the Butler is taken out of the team, which I know certain teams will do, I expect Boston Celtics to get into the final. And I'm sure Miami Heat will never fancy their chances against Boston Celtics. They will prefer to play a Philadelphia 76ers.
Okay, so maybe we can just quickly move on, and then in that semi-final, there's still a tie.
Yes, there's a tie.
It's 3-3. Yeah. The last game is at Boston.
Yeah, that's the biggest game so far in the playoffs.
Right now, in a few hours.
No, so far in the playoffs, since they started the first round of the playoffs, it's really the biggest game so far. And if you look at that game, it's going to be played tonight.
Yes, tonight.
Out of the 10 players that will be on that court, you have about 5 of them who were the third picks in their respective drafts. in the year they were drafted into NBA.
All right.
In the Philadelphia 76ers, you have Joel Embiid. He was the third pick in the year he was drafted. You also have James Harden. He was also the third pick in the year he was drafted. If you move over to Boston Celtics, Al Horford was also the third pick in the year he was drafted. It was 2007. You look at Jaylen Brown. He was also the third pick in the year he was drafted in 2016. Tatum also, Jason Tatum was also the third pick the next year, the following year, 2017. You know, so you have a bunch of talented players that are going to be on that court. But what will you think Philadelphia 76ers have going for them? They have 2 MVP winners in Joel Embiid and James Harden. So you see that, okay, they have certain experience of sorts, you know. But if you look at that Celtic team, they are, to me, the best team. Forget the fact that Milwaukee Bucks won the Eastern Conference. They are the best team. Very defensive.
So you say home advantage, you see them through in Game 7.
It's not about home advantage. It doesn't matter where they are playing.
No, because it's three apiece.
Yeah, it's 3 apiece right now. It's 3 apiece right now.
So in terms of quality, they are matched.
In terms of quality, they are matched. But in terms of team play, I give it to Boston Celtics.
Okay, so Boston Celtics will play Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals.
If they should play Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Final, believe me, it could be a sweep.
Wow.
It could be a sweep.
In 4 matches?
In 4 matches, it could be a sweep. So that was why I was telling you that Miami Heat would prefer Philadelphia because they are built the same way as they are. Because they also rely on Embiid. When Embiid is not in a very good form, they are kind of shaky.
Wow. That's a very bold prediction. Thank you for your thoughts. I've really enjoyed this session, and I think we should be doing more.
Yes. If you have many of our viewers watching this, and you also have subscribers who also want us to do more about basketball, it's about sports. It's not just a football channel.
Really?
It's about latest development in the world of sports. And so all you just need to do is let us know what you want. We can talk about lawn tennis if you want us to. Let us know what you want, and we'll give it to you.
Would you like more NBA content? Let's know in the comment section. Your feedback is important. Please share them with us. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see as soon as the results are in whether it's going to be King James that will get the better or the no trophy, no championship
Jokic and the Denver
Nuggets. Or maybe on the eastern side, whether indeed it will be team play against the latecomers in Miami Heat. Thank you so much. We'll see you.